getting it. I'm going to give it to you free, okay? A Super Bowl. Whoa. America's eyes on me right now.
I believe
what?
that.
That makes my point.
Pocket, pressure from his right. Tom steps up, he scrambles right. He throws to the end zone. A sliding catch and a touchdown for Edelman. Gronkowski on the outside. Brady drops back, has time, throws to Gronk, wide open. Touchdown Patriots. Can't cover it. Throw back to the left for Edelman. A grab at the 15 to the 10. Sprinting to the 5, diving to the pylon. Touchdown Patriots. Start the process, and that's for us.
The Bills are in Foxborough tonight to face New England. Now, when the Patriots and Bills met in Week 2, Tom Brady had a season-high 466 passing yards and 3 TDs, and the Pats held off a late charge by Rex's crew. So, Skip, what chance do you give the Bills to upset the Patriots tonight at home?
Huge chance. I got to tell
you,
if I weren't such a big Tom Brady fan, if I haven't made a case that these Patriots can go 16-0, I would pick Buffalo to win this game tonight. If I were totally objective, my gut tells me Buffalo will upset New England tonight. But I do love me some Tom Brady, so I'm not going to do it. I'm going to go high-scoring, close, somewhat like the game that we saw at Buffalo in Week 2, which wound up 40-32 New England. I'm going to do another one-point game like I did against your Eli and your Giants. I'll go 31-30 home team, barely. And harking back to Week 2, Tom Brady went in there on a mission to deflate the Buffalo Bills, and he did. His defense, not so much. And you've pointed out to me, well, it was 37-13. Well, it got all the way to 37-32 thanks to Tyrod Taylor. I got to tell you, he has become as dynamic a playmaker at quarterback as there is in this league. Cam, throw him in. I'm talking about arms and legs. Arm and legs, I should say. But in this case, Tyrod Taylor took this game over in the fourth quarter. Do you remember? It came down to Tom Brady throwing to Danny Amendola for 29 yards. And could we see that play, please? This was one of the great catches of the year, and it saved the Patriots bacon at Buffalo. Do you remember this one? 29 yards, 3 minutes and 18 seconds left, and Amendola goes up, straight up over his head. I don't know how he caught it, but he saved the day, saved Brady, saved the defense, because that set up the 40-32 field goal. That gave him the 8-point edge, and then Tyrod got the ball back one more time, desperate, and threw an interception. But he had done a lot of damage to that point, 40-32. And I believe that Rex's team is spoiling to get even, to at least take its pound of flesh. It'll be physical. It'll be fairly high scoring. Remember, LaShawn and Sammy Watkins, as we talked about in the Philly topic, LaShawn's no joke. He's back he's in gear now. Sammy Watkins is emerging as one of the top forces at receiver in this game, and I think you'll see more of the above tonight. And I got to tell you, when you take away Julian Edelman and Dion Lewis, who did not, they played, and they played very well at Buffalo. It's just huge losses for an offense that's going to have a hard time against Rex's defense. It'll take every bit of Tom Brady's greatness to get to 31. I mean, most people would say, well, you can get to 4. Nope. I'll give him 31, and I'm paying tribute to Tom Brady to get to 31. But I think their defense is going to struggle to stop Tyrod, LaShawn, and Sammy Watkins.
Skip Bayless, I'm going to go with the Patriots winning this game 34-22.
Okay.
I think it'll be tight, and they'll pull away. I think there's a couple of things that you need to take into consideration here. Weather conditions is going to be under 40. Usually in those weather conditions, Tom Brady's like 34-5. I remember Shady McCoy, my man. I've known him for years. Obviously, he's an elite running back as far as I'm concerned in cold weather conditions. I'm not sure, not so much. Didn't look up that stat, but in cold weather conditions, he just seems somebody that really, really excels in more decent weather as opposed to inclement weather. I think that could be a factor. I think you have to take into consideration the fact that he's run for exactly 112 yards over the last 2 games. He's never had 3 consecutive 100-yard games in his career. I got to look at that. I also have to look at it from this perspective, Skip. Losing Julian Edelman, that's a tough loss, but nobody's getting rid of the football quicker than Tom Brady. The Bills have like 14 sacks. They ranked 29th in the NFL in sacks. Last year, they had 54. The year before, they had 57. They only have 14 sacks on the season. Rex Ryan talked about Kyle Williams probably going to be out for the year. You combine all of that. Are you going to get to the quarterback? Are you going to be able to rattle Tom Brady in Foxborough? I don't think you're going to do that. I think you'll come out ready to fight. I think you'll move the football. I love what I'm seeing from Tyrod Taylor. He's completed over 70% of his passes. He's thrown 11 touchdowns, just 4 interceptions on the year. He's a game changer as far as I'm concerned. I think him with Shady McCoy, with a guy like Sandy, with a guy like Sammy Watkins, with Charles Clay, with their leading receiver thus far this year, I definitely think that the Bills are in a position where, you were right in terms of looking at them as your wild card because they're clearly more formidable. I still haven't given up on the Jets, but I think the Bills are definitely going to be in the mix because I think they've got talent at a multitude of positions, and I think this is the most complete team that Rex Ryan has ever had. But I think when your style of play, what you're not doing well this year is going to play right into Brady and the New England Patriots' hands. You're not getting sacks. Tom Brady gets rid of the football very, very quickly. No, you don't have Deion Lewis, but LeGarrette Blount can play. No, you don't have Julian Edelman, but Danny Amendola can play. There's still LaFell. There's still Gronkowski and these boys. And I just think that they can do some things for you in Foxborough. Knowing Rex Ryan is coming, I think they'll be ready. I think it'll be tight, but I think ultimately they'll get the Bills figured out, and they will pull away late. It'll be a tight game. They may even have a lead, and then New England is going to pull away, after the 8-minute mark in the fourth quarter, and I think they're going to win this by about 34-22.
I sure hope you are right about this, but I remind you, which coach has tormented Tom Brady the most? Even in Foxborough, Rex has. I thought he would torment him at Buffalo and Orchard Park.
Week 2,
Yeah, I really did, although I picked obviously New England to win the game, but I thought that would be close. And it got close. It got scary close at the end because Rex is right about one thing about his team. It does not give up. The quarterback, when he's been healthy, has been really good, and they've been really good. So I think it'll go to the wire, but I hope you're right about that. I would love to see New England pull away.
So you're both expecting a close one, but a 1-point game. That surprises me, Skip. We shall see.
Well,
they're going to be that close to me.
It was 1 point at the Giants, right?
Yep. No question. All right, up next, the Buckeyes are upset by Michigan State and Columbus, and running back Ezekiel Elliott tweets this yesterday: "I guess I'm the big bad wolf now, LOL." Why is OSU star back tweeting this? We'll tell you next.
This is a witch hunt. I'm sick to death, dead wrong. The odds are in your favor. No, you don't. High and dry. It's unbelievable. Tell me you can't close that deal. I won the fight.
You're not getting it. I'm going to give it to you free, okay? A Super Bowl. Whoa. America's eyes on me right now.
I believe that.
That makes my point.